Good evening, Meisters. Good to see everybody. How's everybody doing on this Thursday evening? I know there's not a whole lot in the chat, but it's all right. There's things on my mind when it comes to politics and murder, and I wanted to discuss it. Get on here and discuss it. Me and Miss Deb's talked about it a little bit today. Karen Hicks, good to see you. Miss Deb and Derek. And who else we got in here? Nobody else? Shane Constantine. What's going on, guy? Yeah, I've been up the last, I didn't go to bed until 4 o'clock this morning because I was up trying to catch up on every different news outlet when it came to the shooting of the 37-year-old mother up in Minnesota. I wanted to see what one side was saying, what the other side was saying. Give me a second, guys. Okay, I just got a message from Kristin, and she's not going to be able to make it because she is in the emergency room with her grandson. So, looks like I'm doing it by myself, which is okay. Jill, you must have been incognito in my chat or something because I see you in everybody else's chat but mine, and I went back and forth over in my YouTube studio. You're not blocked anywhere. I don't understand why you're not showing up in my chat. I just don't get it. Dawn, good to see you, honey. You doing okay? I know you're right in the middle of the thick of things up there in Minneapolis. Susie, good to see you. Diddums. I know Derek will talk politics. If you want to come up, dude, I'll put the chat or the link in here. At least I'll have somebody to debate with if you have any disagreements on with what happened yesterday. True Crime Housewife, good to see you. Daily Survivor, good to see you. Let me go ahead and get the link up here. Excuse me. And I do have video from the incident yesterday. I even pulled the Department of Homeland Security's policies and procedures when it comes to their ICE agents, what they can and cannot do. GP, good to see you. Leslie Kingston, good to see you. Everybody's coming trickling in. That's good. Trust me, I'm just not a happy camper after staying up late last night, getting up early and reviewing video and comparing video. I'm here to tell you right now that Donald Trump and his fucking cronies are lying to you. That girl did not try to hit that officer. If you guys paid attention to where the vehicle was sitting and where he was standing at. Judy Just Cuz, Judy Lee Just Cuz. Is that what that is? Get my glasses on. Farmer, you here? Yeah. Good dude. My dude. It's wild that you get a notification at the top of your screen above your screen that Farmer's in the green room. What's going on, bud?
Check.
Check. You're there, bro. I got you loud and clear. What's good with you, bro?
There we go. Sorry, I was echoing in my own ear. Can you guys hear me okay?
Oh, yeah, you're good. You're good.
Oh, good. Excellent. Hey, Frank, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
I'm in a pissy fucking mood, dude, because of what happened in Minnesota yesterday, man.
Well, Frank, I mean, rarely do I turn on your show and you're planting roses. So let's talk about it. What is going on here? Now, I don't know, admittedly, anything about this case. Sorry about the window in the background. I did get a ricochet trying to shoot a field mouse and put out a window in my RV. But that is part of living in a soybean field in Michigan in the winter. So
Heidi's good to see you. Well, there was an incident up in Minneapolis yesterday where a young lady was sitting in her vehicle, and basically, from my understanding from other witnesses that were there that actually witnessed everything that happened, is that she was basically just taking advantage of her First Amendment rights. Basically telling these ICE officers, you're destroying families, you're destroying our neighborhoods, blase, blase, blase. Well, the one that shot her had pulled his vehicle in, basically trying to block her in, while another one came down the street and tried to block her in the other direction. Well, she backed up. Well, one of them got out of the truck and walked up to her vehicle and was trying to open her fucking door and shit. Well, she backed up, turned her steering wheel to the right because there was another ICE agent that was kind of in front of her but off to the side. So she turned the wheel when she took off, she would avoid them. Well, this fucking ICE agent was standing off to the side when she turned the wheel, and as soon as she touched the gas to leave, he ran at the fucking SUV and pulled a bullet right through the windshield and then shot her through the fucking driver's window. Wow. Now, according to Department of Homeland Security's procedures and policies for these fucking ICE agents, they have no authority to stand in front of a vehicle to stop it. They are not to shoot at a moving vehicle. He reached into a moving vehicle. They had no reason to fucking stop her because she was expressing her First Amendment right. It was pissing them off, basically, was what happened. And they came from way down the block because they were serving the shit they were doing was like a block or two away. And they drove all the way at the end of the block just to confront this lady because she was expressing her First Amendment right. Now, well, you got Donald Trump and all these regime assholes are claiming that she tried to hit him, and then Donald Trump gets online and says she ran him over. He's in the hospital. Bullshit. I got the video.
Sure.
And
okay, so I have heard I have heard of this case. I did some minimal reading on it. I just haven't watched the video. It really, honestly, disturbs me to see the end of someone's life. Like I really, unless it's pertinent to figuring out a case. Now, it sounds like here we do have a bit of a conundrum because as an ICE agent or a federal agent, you're still responsible for making sure that the scene is secure and safe before someone's either allowed to leave or whatever. And I haven't seen the film, but if it was perceived to be an aggressive move the way she took off, then perhaps in a favor of safety of the community, perhaps they may have some ground to stand on. But I'd be more interested to know maybe what some other federal agents are assessing about this situation also, and kind of what they're saying. But go ahead, Rick.
I have watched some interviews with retired law enforcement, and they said that there was no direct threat to that officer whatsoever.
Right. So, I mean, is it then perhaps just some kind of horrible sort of overreaction rather than maybe something that's not necessarily, aggressively nefarious on the part of the officer? And only playing devil's advocate here briefly, Frank, because I do want to just sort of highlight the other side, since you do seem a little bit dead set on how you feel about it, and granted, I don't have any knowledge of it. But just from an officer's standpoint, do you think there'll be some that back them up for what they did? Or do you think these guys are pretty much going to be on their own for their actions?
Well, honestly, I already see federal government trying to intervene in this case. They were already out there investigating themselves. Are you there? You there?
Right. I'm here, yeah.
What I'm saying is
sort of, probably. It could be my signal. Yeah.
They do have FBI out there, and there's no reason for FBI to be out there. If you look back at the Charlie Kirk situation when he got assassinated, FBI was all over that, basically trying to tell the state of Utah how they're going to run this case, what evidence they're going to use, and what they're not going to use, because they're the ones that did all the investigating. The FBI did.
Right.
And I've got my thoughts and opinions on what really took place with the Charlie Kirk situation, and we'll get out in here in a little bit. But
dang, Frank, you've been doing the politics thing, huh? You mixing it up a little bit, huh?
I am really kind of private when it comes to politics because I know how the outcome comes when you're discussing it with somebody, and I just don't like the argument and bitching about it, because if you can't see, if you can't look outside the box of actually what's going on here with our government, with Trump in office, a lot of people have a serious fucking issue. It's an issue.
Did you happen to notice as Daily Survivors mentioning that 2 people were shot in Portland also? Did you see that by a couple of federal officers, I believe?
Yes, and then you had the shooting at the Mormon church up in Utah. 2 people shot and killed and 8 injured.
Did that just happen?
Last night.
Really? I can't keep up. To be honest, I can't keep up.
I'm going to show you this pyramid real quick.
Sorry, I'm going to smoke. I apologize. It's making me nervous, Frank.
You do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
I need a Palmo.
I quit smoking cigarettes, bro.
Good for you, man. Man, that's a money saver and a life saver. That's a great
I'm telling you. I'm fucking telling you, it is a money saver.
Oh, I know. I know it could be. That's what I heard. Eli, hi. How you doing, Eli? I want to say hello to Eli really quick.
Give me a second. What's going on, Eli? Good to see you, bro. Give me a second. I got to blow this picture up. I don't know if y'all can see it. I got to figure out if I can blow it up or not.
And I apologize to the chat. I mean, I'm not really up on these cases. And to be honest with you, I was just going to be in the chat with you guys. But I know you like myself on the show. And that is really,
you
truly
like to talk politics. That's why I figured you'd probably want to come up here. I know
I've sort of changed a little bit. You know what? I've sort of changed a little bit. I mean, they call me the well-armed liberal at my local gun store here in Union, Michigan at Chapel. I'll give them a shout out, Chapel Hill Guns and Ammo. They call me the well-armed liberal, but I make it known that I am liberal, but that I also like to take advantage of all of my amendments.
But I can't blow it up anymore, but if you can see that, you guys can see it. I'm sorry, but I'm going to read this. It's called a feudalism. It's a feudalism triangle. What this triangle does, it pretty much explains what monarchy, medieval feudalism is, the chain of command and power, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Your monarchs are your kings, queens, and shit like that. This is medieval UK stuff. Then you got your land gentries, your clergies, your royal ministers, your merchants, and down the line. The way it works in the United States is that your bureaucrats and your elected officials are the 3rd and 4th lowest power in the country. Believe that shit? The billionaires are the most powerful people in our government.
Oh, sure.
The bankers, and then your corporate elites. Then it's Donald Trump. Donald Trump is answering to the bankers, the billionaires, and Israel.
Oh, shit.
Don't get me started on that shit.
I didn't mean to. I don't know what I did.
We have no business even involved with that shit. It has nothing to do with us. But it's the billionaires. Do you know that the Gaza war was started intentionally? It was planned for over 20 years ago. It was planned over 20 years ago. They intentionally started this war, and I'm going to tell you why. Because all the billionaires and the elites and your socialists, when the world allegedly comes to an end, or as we know it, society as we know it, they're wanting to build $122 billion luxury place on the Gaza Strip, oceanfront. It's only for billionaires. Okay. Right. Jared Kushner and Steve Wilkoff were just over there and dropped $55 billion on this fucking project.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Well,
I
look,
mean,
one could say, Frank, that we know that politics up and down the board, regardless of party, it seems, is pretty damn dirty.
yeah, both
And
sides, both sides.
yeah,
You can't just blame one side or the other. That's why I haven't voted since 2008, because I have learned from being in the military and the crooked shit they do there. And I mean, then he wants to call it an invasion of Venezuela. Well, I considered it an invasion because I'll tell you why. You had 4 Canucks and 4 Blackhawks. Canucks carry 30 to 55 personnel per Canuck. Why do you need 4 of those to get 2 fucking people? Why do you need 4 Blackhawks that carry up to 20 people?
It's part of that overwhelming force thing, that they do.
It don't make no fucking difference, dude. He's just trying to be a dick and trying to flex. And now you're fucking with China and Russia when it comes to their fucking oil.
The crazy thing is, once the world actually figures out that we are in a Cold War with Russia and China for non-human intelligence, advanced technology,
I was getting ready to get to that
story.
too. I was getting ready to get to that too.
I know all about that.
Oh, believe me, bro. I have been following the shit out of that. And people are not going to be happy. You all better start preparing, I'm telling you.
To know that to me, what I feel like I've been deep diving on, and maybe I'm a little nutty buddy out here in the soybean field. It is possible. I do make my way into Elkhart daily for a job, but beyond that, I'm just living out here having a fire, pissing in the woods. And it's a good feeling, but your head does clear up after time. And it seems to me that, do you remember, Frank, back in the 80s when they tried to audit the Pentagon and they came up with this shit like $200 and $300 little tin ashtrays that they overbought,
right.
And the military bought it. But no, wait a minute. That's how they fund unacknowledged special access programs. The military, Frank, doesn't pay 1 penny more per gross than they have to. They're on top of that. All that money is a lie. They didn't pay $2,000 for a toilet seat and get ripped off. They paid $1 for a toilet seat, and $1,999 went to what they call a black project that's unacknowledged, that public and Congress have no oversight over, and that money is up and out the window through the bullet hole through my RV window.
Okay. Now he's invading Venezuela. Okay. Now he's threatening Greenland, Denmark, Cuba.
Greenland, USA.
Okay. What other person in history has invaded 4 other countries at one time? Or invaded and took them over for the time being? You can't, everybody know. You have to know. Hitler, he invaded Poland, England, France, and Russia. No, he invaded Poland, the UK, France, and Russia.
And Russia, yeah. Oh yeah, France. Oh yeah, France. Yeah, all those pretty much fell except for Russia. Russia's winner put up.
Well, we helped Russia with Germany because we were already over there fighting fucking Japan.
Yeah.
So we lent a helping hand to Russia.
Well, yeah, we were almost allies according to history back then, but it was only it seemed like moments after those things were signed and Operation Paperclip had Russia and us sort of, and that wall was built. You remember that wall, and they divided. Yeah. And then that's how the world went after World War II, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people say it's like that now, but I would caution everyone that as divided as it may feel, there have been times in recent history where these divisions have led to much bloodshed, and that's not happening now. So I still stand positive. I'm typically not even a half full guy. I'm usually, the glass is broken on the floor and everything's terrible. But I really feel that this is an opportunity as a liberal to sort of, and why don't any of my liberal friends give Donald Trump the credit he deserves when he does something good? because he can never do anything good. In my opinion, making sure Iran didn't develop a nuclear weapon was a good thing. That should have been done years ago.
I agree with that.
My opinion.
You can thank fucking Biden for that. Fucking released $100 billion or $1 billion to him after we took it or sanctioned whatever we did.
I mean, just probably my least favorite president in the history of my entire 53-year life. I mean, I liked Carter way better than Biden,
And
at least he had the Camp David Accords.
Think of this. What an atrocity did Hitler do besides invade these 4 countries?
Well, I mean, obviously, eugenics via chemical warfare in ovens.
Genocide against the Jews. Genocide against the Jews. Okay.
Right.
Now look at it this way. But not killing. Trump's doing the same thing in this country with the illegal immigrants.
I mean, that's a little extreme, in my opinion.
Not to me. Honestly. Because why I'm saying that is because
it's a slippery slope. I'll give you that.
All of these immigrants, no matter what, they're just being picked up and thrown in a fucking jail without even being vetted if they're citizens or if they've got their green card or if they've got their work visa. They're not even doing that until they get them to the fucking facilities. And they got a backlog.
I mean, haven't you seen those old black and white film reels? I mean, Hitler's talking, right? And then they flash to the audience, and it's literally like 3 million Germans all in unison. We're not finding that here. There's no march for hatred and killing people in this country. I disagree with the premise. I disagree with the premise in whole.
Well, I mean, he is manipulating. You've got to admit that. Because I can give you some examples that he's manipulating with his right hand and doing dirty shit with his left fucking hand.
Complete sociopath. Totally agree. But is he Hitler? No.
Twice yesterday, he posted that he is not going to make the oil typhoons pay 1 cent to go to Venezuela to set up shop. He's wanting to fucking have the American people pay for it.
Right.
And then what's the other one? The other one is he came out again last night.
I was up on this stuff, Frank. I used to be up on this stuff. I know that Maduro got captured. I know all this stuff happened.
That had nothing to do with fucking goddamn. That had nothing to do with drugs, man. That was a procedure to fucking cover up the Epstein shit.
Oh.
And now he's doing it again. Last night he posted again that he's going to ban Wall Street investors from buying up all housing and shit like that because he said it's causing the American dream to get further and further away. Really, dude? You're going to stop people from buying fucking houses. That's another deflection with the right hand while he's doing his dirty shit on the other.
Yeah. Well, just remember, behind every dirty politician are several other dirty politicians who have greased the pockets and had their pockets greased. In my opinion, and I've always been of the opinion that if someone's doing a good job in office, I'm against term limits. That's how liberal I am. I don't like term limits, except for the president, the executive branch being the exception to that rule.
What's your email? I'm going to send you the video because for some reason I can't pull it up, and I'll just have you pull it up on your end. You can control it from your side. Is that all right? The video of the
Is there someone behind me? Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
It's D. I'll put it up in the I'm going to join the chat. Hang on. Connect your YouTube. Oh my God.
I was going to send you this video of the shooting yesterday and put it up. Have you put it up on the screen? For some reason, it's not popping up on my end.
Okay, hang on. Let me sign in here. Well, what are you panting about, dude? No, I'm talking to the dog. The dog's getting crazy. Ow, you little bastard. Oh, here we go. Okay, DJ Farmer. I'll put it up in chat. I mean, it's public anyways. I don't care. There we go. Oh, comment has failed to post. I've been blocked. No, I don't know. I haven't been blocked. My computer, I have a terrible. Anyways, My email, Frank, is just my initials, DJ Farmer. That's Farmer.
Hold on.
Oh, shit.
DJ. Got it.
Yeah.
Farmer. I already had
it. .LLC. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, we've emailed. What are you talking about? We've emailed each other.
All right. It should be coming to you. And if you could present it on your end.
I mean, yeah, why not? I think I can do that. Give me a second. You're putting my skills on the spot here, Frank. Now, hang on a second.
Yeah, me and Miss Deb were talking about this, the Zionist, the whole thing about Israel today. I'm just like, he is really kissing Israel's ass. Really bad.
Well, I mean,
they got dirt on it.
Well, look, I just don't know enough about the inner workings of international politics and also what dirt they have. I mean, who knows how much dirt they have, you know? Oh, here we go. Hang on. Okay, let's see. Present. Bam. Share screen. Hey, it's just like boom. Hang on. I got this, Frank.
Oh, yeah.
Share. Okay, am I shared? Hang on.
Yeah.
It's going. But am I actually? Give me a second here to catch up. Son of a bitch. I got a terrible signal. It should pop up there, no?
Yeah, it's here. There it is. Hold on.
I may have a
There we go. You're going to have to back it up. Keep backing up. All right, right there. And then when I tell you to stop the video because I want to show things. What is this doing?
I have a $100 Walmart computer.
Is it froze?
Okay, yeah, I got an unresponsive page. Hang on a second. My my Musk net is sketchy, but I will oh, here we go. Yeah, I got you.
And another thing.
Shit.
Elon Musk has created a brain chip in the factory, and where they're doing the experiments is in Hawaii. And Sweden has already started the experimentation of the chip in the hand. Yeah, you're gonna have to back it up.
Damn, back that up again, baby. All right, I'm doing it. See, and that doesn't have any volume either. Hang on.
Response to the ICE raid.
Who watched?
Okay.
Apparently,
right here.
Okay, there I can pause it, and then I'll bet. Hey, look.
There we go. Right here. Can you run it slow?
There we go. Tell me when to go.
Go ahead.
I can just run.
Who watched this happen in Minneapolis? She's joining us now on the phone. Emily, it's Hallie. Can you hear us okay?
Yep.
Thank you for being with us. Can you tell us, first of all, where you were and what you saw?
I was standing on my front porch. I was just making breakfast, and I heard the commotion. I heard the honking and the whistles. My neighborhood has had a really well-organized...
Sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. I was watching the damn video, Frank. I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I have terrible internet. I'm so sorry, you guys. Oh my God, the dog totally farted.
God.
Did you hear that? I'm so sorry. I thought I didn't know. Oh, it's terrible, man. Just terrible. I live in a tin can. I mean, okay, do you want me to go again, or did they already shoot at her? Or you want me to back it up a little bit?
Yeah, I want you to back it up to where her vehicle's right behind this vehicle here and stop it right there.
Okay. Gotcha. Let me see here. Right there?
Nope. A little more.
Okay. Let's just roll from there. Here we go.
I'll tell you when to stop.
Thank you for being with us. Can you tell us, first of all, where you were and what you saw?
Stop.
I was standing on my front porch. I was just making...
Too far?
Yeah, way too far. I wanted you to stop
Here we go.
As soon as she turned her wheel. Stop right there.
I was standing on my front...
Stop. Back up.
I mean, I stopped.
I can't control it on my side, or I would have stopped it.
Shit. How about? Oh, here we go. Well, that's
Okay.
it right there. That's where she breaks free.
No, her tires. Keep going. All right. No, forward a little bit. Stop. Right there. Stop right there. See how she's got her wheels turned all the way to the right? The other cop that shot her is standing right here. He's off to the side. She's got her wheels turned to the right to avoid him when she leaves. As soon as she pulls off, he runs up on the vehicle.
Okay, I see that.
He runs up on the vehicle. Now, I'm going to pull a picture up, and I'm going to show you something.
Thank you, Diddums. Okay. You're pulling a picture up now?
Yeah, I'm going to pull a picture up.
All right. Good, because my connection and computer are terrible.
Oh, damn. That's not the one.
No, Shane. No, we're not, Shane. Me and Frank always. No, I've known Frank forever, Shane, for real. I mean, forever as far as like YouTube creators go. Like, he was like one of the very first people I ever met on YouTube, to be honest with you. We've always been pretty tight.
This is the bullet hole he shot through the front windshield right here. Now, he was standing off to the side of the driver's front bumper or tail light, just off to the side of that, and he shot right through the windshield and ran up on the vehicle and shot her again through the fucking window. Twice.
Mm-hmm.
Shot her in the head and shot her in the face. And he was off to the side of the vehicle when he did that.
Yeah, that's pretty rough, man.
You can clearly see it in the video. And everybody's talking about how
yeah,
he's
that's
fucking
limping. Yeah.
Everybody's talking about how he's limping afterwards. She ran over his foot. There's another video from another angle. And like I said, that video even shows that he charged at the vehicle. Now I'm going to pull out something else. These are the rules according to DCS, Department of Homeland Security.
I mean, Andre the Giant stepped on my foot at a WWF event in the 80s. I didn't shoot him, for fuck's sakes, you know?
Right. What the hell?
That's a true story. Wing Stadium, Kalamazoo, Michigan. Yeah, that's pretty rough. I mean, to just blow someone's head right off. I mean,
oh, I didn't mean tell him to come back. I didn't mean to kick him out. I can't see my buttons when all this shit is up. Stop screen. There we go. Share screen. Let's see if this is it. Nope, that ain't it. Yep, this is it. All right. These are rules and regulations or policies for Department of Homeland Security. Talks about how interaction with moving vehicles prohibits on shooting at moving vehicles. DHS policy generally prohibits agents from discharging firearms at a moving vehicle to disable it or its operator unless deadly force is otherwise justified. This restriction is in place because bring at the moving car is high risk, what they mean is if you fire at a moving vehicle, you're taking the chance of the bullet going through a window or the window of the vehicle and striking somebody that has nothing to do with the situation. It's basically what they're trying to say here. And then they talk about how to avoid danger, do not stand in front of a vehicle. He didn't even attempt to get out of the way of the vehicle as it was moving, guys. It was like he intentionally did that to have just cause to kill this lady or shoot her. And I don't agree with that crap. But I already see what's going to happen. Derek, I'm sorry. Here, let me put the link back in here. I accidentally cut you out. I don't know how I did that, but I did it. There you are, Derek. It's back in the chat. But everybody talked about that he was limping afterwards. Well, of course, did you see what happened after she pulled off? He slipped and almost fell. It probably might have twisted his ankle or something. Just like the other ICE officer, he fell because there was nothing but ice on that street. And then for them not to let doctor render medical attention to her, dirty ass shit. Even though she was more than likely gone, but at least give the opportunity for a medical professional to try to save her life. And they didn't even do that. 15 minutes they waited for EMS to get to the scene. 15 minutes. And then the paramedics had to walk all the way to the scene. Then they had to carry her limp body all the way back to an ambulance. Sorry about that, bro. Yeah, you're damn right I'm on a fucking roll, Derek. This administration is getting out of fucking hand. And then one of my friends is like, I'm surprised with you, Shane, because that's my name. Since you're a former veteran and you're not speaking up, and because I know better, but it just got to the point where I've had enough. What I saw last night was enough. You know.
Let me ask you, do you see a political divide
Yes.
in the web sleuth community?
Yes.
I just wonder because I sort of made my separation with political shows sometime back, and that was a personal choice because I just didn't feel like, because I feel like if we're doing a show about, like, say, a cold case murder, right, that it's disrespectful to say demonize an entire political party because you might offend a victim's family or friends, for God's sakes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, just some things that well, I don't need to repeat them, but whatever. Not from you at all. I'm just saying. And it just seems like, I know how to separate the two. It's like tonight you're doing a show on politics. You clearly said it's a show on politics.
And murder. Politics and murder.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and how it relates to Charlie Kirk and different here, what looks to be almost an assassination, if you will, of this poor lady.
And they're lying to us about the Charlie Kirk situation. They're lying to us about that too. There ain't no goddamn way that nobody's going to shoot a 30-06 and their neck's going to stop the bullet. A 30-06 where
that's not happening. Right.
99% positively a 30-06 will decapitate a human being.
Yeah, not unless you're wearing a Kevlar collar or some weird shit, and that's probably still doubtful. That's a lot of a 30-06 it's a big rifle, it carries for like a mile. The velocity on a 30-06
3,000 feet per second.
Yeah, people think that a AR-15 or a 7.62 NATO round has a lot of oomph to it, and really it doesn't. It's like a baby. It's almost like a 22 compared to a 30-06.
Well, the difference is that a 7.62 round explodes once it hits its target. That's where you get all the shrapnel inside.
I would know because I only buy American rounds.
And the 30-06 will put an elephant on its ass.
Oh yeah. Right, sure.
So that's how, I don't know why they're lying about this whole situation, because I think they had it out for Charlie for some time because he was starting to turn his back on Israel.
Sorry, my dog's drinking. I hope you don't hear that.
And you had your Zionists that were donating millions and millions of dollars to him, and he figured out what was really going on over there in Israel. And he's like, I'm not taking your money no more. I'm not backing this crap. And this is what happened to him. And then I started watching another podcast.
I'm sorry, I was just studying my Haftorah. I didn't hear what you said there. I apologize.
I said,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, then I saw another show today that they believe what's actually going on is that Erica Kirk, they're going to put Erica Kirk and J.D. Vance on the ticket for 2028 as a Republican nominee.
I'd say look out for Marco Rubio. The vice president, with all due respect, doesn't have the I don't think balls yet to be running for president. I think Marco Rubio has that experience, both in terms of his leadership in the Senate on the Intelligence Committee. So I think he already has that as Secretary of State. He's already number 3 in line to be president of the United States should worse come to bad.
Right.
And he's been more honest about the UAP UFO issue than any other senator pretty much on the planet at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to Marco Rubio on a lot of things. Now, if you're liberal like me, I could probably find 10 things I don't like with what he does. But at the end of the day, guys, we're Americans, and we're always going to have dissenting opinions on what the other side is doing. Like, for example, I live in Michigan, but I live across the border and work in Indiana. Just because I drive across the border doesn't mean I strap on Carhartts and dress up like Ron Logan and walk across the bridge.
Right.
After Ron Logan walked across the bridge, sorry. I kind of fucked that line up.
Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I believe in the American dream. Don't get me wrong. And I believe the American dream is for every ethnicity, color, country, region. If you want to come over here and have the American dream, more power to you. But you've got to do it the legal way.
Yeah. Yeah, I work where I work for people from the Punjab province in India. Those are my bosses, And that annoys most people, but to me it's like I'm thinking about learning Punjabi because I know then I have a good in with the ownership. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I'm just giving you guys things that you guys need to open your eyes open to. You guys bitch and complaining. Well, there's nothing wrong with immigrants coming over there. No, there's not. If they're documented, fine. If they're going through the process to be citizens, that's great. That you got the ones out there that avoid all that. Okay? And if you guys think about it, the multi-billionaires are going to pay the illegal aliens pennies on the dollar when it comes to pay because they could be applying for a $20 an hour job, and these billionaires will pay these immigrants $5 an hour to save money from paying somebody like me, Derek, or anybody in the chat the money that they're worth. That's what they do to save money. And the thing about them not paying taxes, if you guys ain't figured out why they don't pay taxes, I suggest you go study. They're taking all their money, putting it in stocks and bonds and buying stuff outright to where they don't have to pay no fucking taxes on this shit. They've got their money in accounts and stuff to where you can't tax it or nothing. That's why they are not paying taxes.
But somewhere along the way, someone greased someone's pockets in politics to make the law that fucking way. And that's what really annoys me. And that there's no accountability for that whatsoever because those people come and go.
Did you guys know that Donald Trump was affiliated with the fucking mob when he built fucking Trump Plaza? They did all the concrete work. The fucking mob did all the concrete work for Trump.
That's Frank saying that, not me. I don't know anything about
It's the truth. I've watched it all. I've watched all his documentaries, even on his dad.
CJK, good to see you.
He's a gangbanger.
Frank, do you want to say hi to a couple people in chat? CJK's here. How you doing, CJK? Judy, how you doing,
guys? I'm just in a pissy mood because of the way our government is fucking being.
No, I just oh look, Deb put up I'll selfishly highlight my own site there. Thank you.
CJK, I'm sorry, sweets. Good to see you. Eli, good to see you. There's that Judy name I've never seen before. Judy.
For me to get worked up about something like this, I feel like it has to affect me more. And I feel like as a working middle-aged, dude in America, whatever that means, that I got it pretty good, I guess. So I don't really have.
Do you want to pay $6 a pound a hamburger, dude?
Only if that money goes to help someone, or
if
they can use it somehow. If they can use that hamburger somehow to fill potholes.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, everything went up quick, but we can't. Look, they're taking their grab now. I mean, that whole pandemic scam. Look, I was on board. I got my shots and everything, right? And then all of a sudden you realize, oh, Fauci was fucking lying. And I feel like a stupid liberal all of a sudden. They know where it came from. They know what it was. And it was
all a ploy. It was all a ploy.
Bullshit. Who do you trust,
Fucking ridiculous, man.
Say hi to Eli McCullough, hi to Deb's Thrift. How you mean it, girl?
What makes them think that they can just sit there and try to manipulate the American people when we got motherfuckers like me, you, and people in our chat are smarter than a fucking witch's titty? We get that shit. We see what they're doing, and they think they're getting over on people. Even though they are getting over on us, but we've caught them, and they're going to continue to do it.
Eli makes a good point. Eli McCullough, 420, Trump's uncle, was in charge of Nikola Tesla's apartment when he died. That's a true story. The only civilian scientist that saw Nikola Tesla's papers was indeed Trump's uncle. So if you don't think Trump knows about the time travel, you're crazy. Because that's what they're doing. These are a bunch of time-traveling mischief makers, and we can go into that on a different episode. But they're doing it out of NASA. NASA in the Bahamas is where they're doing it out of, with T. Townsend Brown, a 50s scientist who's been traveling since the 50s through time, baby.
Hey, do you know about the island right down off the coast of Nicaragua is another billionaire's paradise? Nicaragua. What? Nicaragua. There's an island right off the coast of that nation. It's nothing but for billionaires. It's it's a resort for straight billionaires. That's where they go.
I deep dive some crazy shit, Frank. I mean, I deep dive some crazy shit. Like I think there, when you say what was Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell obsessed with, I would say Atlantis. Few people know they were obsessed with Atlantis.
And where was it Atlantis at? Right there in the Atlantic Ocean, right by the Caribbeans.
That is one theory. The Bimini Road is down there. Frank is correct in saying that one conspiracy theory does put at least a outpost of Atlantis in the Bahamas on the Bimini Road.
Yeah. And did you see that Trump is not going to pardon Diddy? Yeah. He posted it today. He is not going to pardon Diddy. And I said, well, good.
I don't even know anything. Hey, wife Lilith, how you doing?
What's going on, wifey?
I don't even know anything about Diddy. Frank, I've been just trying to work so much and stabilize my life, man. No offense to Diddy, but I just don't know anything about Diddy's case other than here's what I know. It's about power to people.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's all about power. Trump's right in the same shit. He's involved. I mean, they're all connected. Diddy, Epstein, Trump. I mean, I can name off some names off people, and you'd be like, "What?"
Oh no, not really. I believe I now believe that that we can sell our. Look, I've transformed a lot. I had a priest bless my RV. I believe we can sell our souls to the wrong side, which I've never done, for fame. I also think that a lot of the things I used to laugh at as conspiracy theory may possibly be fucking true. So I've gone through a lot. I have recorded the UAPs. I've seen the orbs. I have drones that I have recorded fly right over my goddamn property here in the soybean field.
Oh, yeah.
And they're so low. They sound like wind-up planes, but they're huge, like a school bus. It's real weird, man.
Now the AI situation.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I watch a lot of the godfather of AI. He's on YouTube all the time. He's the one that created, he was a part of creating AI. Everybody in this chat, listen very closely. He is predicting by 2030 to 2040 that the unemployment rate will be at 99.9%. So y'all better be preparing yourselves for AI to take your job. MIT just released a report 2 weeks ago that 12% of the jobs in the world have already been taken over by AI. They've already got the robots that are made like humans. I've watched the videos of them. They can actually cook. They can do everything that a human can do.
Yeah. Oh, please. I mean, but what is AI? I mean, I think we need to break it down and boil it down a little bit more than that. Has the singularity already happened is the question.
Well, it's already starting with Amazon. They've already laid off 600,000 employees because of AI.
Yeah, crazy. I mean,
this is a way that the billionaires. This is the way the billionaires do not have to pay humans to work.
I mean, you know the conspiracy theory about the Bermuda Triangle and what causes that phenomenon?
It is magnetic force, isn't it?
Oh, my sausage is frying. Shit. Give me 1 second. I thought I smelled something possible. I forgot I put sausage on the griddle. Hang on just a second. No, actually it involves an AI 3D UAP printing machine in the bottom of the ocean that's running out of resources next year, which is why a lot of these drones are morphing poorly into our technology. But just a little bit of shit like that, Frank.
Right. What's going on, Grizz? Good to see you, buddy. I know I'm fucking going at it today, guys, but
Daddy, would you like some?
I care about people in society, and to me, it's just like our government's trying to destroy it, and there are signs that they're trying to get complete control of the American mind and what we can and cannot do. Freedom of speech is not going to be here within the next 10 to 15 years. You're not going to be able to say what you want to say when you want to say it. It's not going to happen. And look at what they've already passed. They passed the law down in Florida that you cannot use free speech against Israel or anti-Semist, anything.
All of that's already happened.
Yep.
Facial recognition is already all of this shit's already integrated beyond points that we even understand, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, does it become something that takes charge of itself, like that stupid Terminator movie? And right. I think it does. I really think it does. And has that already happened to some degree? We don't know how integrated we are.
But if you go back in history, when like Star Wars was released, this was the picture of the future to these people. And they are honestly trying to do it. Like he's already created a space force, and it's just like the moon landing. That was so goddog fake because we have what's called a radiation belt outside the atmosphere. And if you go through that, everything disintegrates or dies. Now, how you tell me how a damn spaceship got past that radiation belt?
I think two things happened. I think we've been to the moon, but also it's possible that the footage that everyone showed was shown was indeed a film by Stanley Kubrick.
Right, but in a studio, right?
Right, but I do believe that we've been to the moon. I think that there are things already living in the moon. It's very unnatural. It's exactly 400 times smaller than the Earth, and it's 400. It's the same distance then from the sun. It's very odd. The moon. I believe the moon.
The dark
something
side of the moon.
I think people are going to start hearing about are ultra terrestrials. And that's very possibly future or advanced beings that live right underneath our own feet and on the moon and places like that really just represent us in the future. As disgusting and gray, large-headed weirdos that we are, I guess.
Well, I watched an interview. You know who Suzanne Summer is, right? They used to be on.
Oh yeah, sure.
Well,
she's still with us. Thank God.
She passed away a few years back. But I did watch an interview with her husband back in 1988 or 1989. Did you know that they made a clone of Susan Summers with a robot that looked exactly like her? And her husband said, if you put them two together, he said, I couldn't tell the difference. So there are robots that are meant to look like humans right now.
The James Bond one where they shoot bullets out of their breasts, or something like that.
I was tripping when I was watching his interview, man. I saw you shit. They've already got robots looking like humans, and he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Whoa."
They've had that since the 30s, really. I mean, I really do believe we've been living in a classified reality for the last 80 plus years. I really believe that a lot of this started in the years 1896 and 1897 with the giant airship invasion over America, where giant Jules Verne type ships were sighted and named in over 1,200 newspapers. Okay. So
prime example, the movie Truman.
Yeah, weird movie.
It's reality. He's living in the past, but living in reality at the same time. Weird.
Yeah, that movie almost feels like that's the way it could actually be going down.
Right. That's exactly the way I feel about it. I had to watch it again.
Creeped me out, to be honest with you. That movie always creeped me out.
And there's a new one that's the same way, but it's on Netflix. Where New York is being attacked. Same thing. People are living in the past, but are seeing the future.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's sort of this whole timeline. If you listen to the ex-president's granddaughter, Laura Eisenhower, she says that we surrendered to the Nazis in 1952 after they time traveled in a bell-shaped device called Die Glock and flew over Washington, D.C. in multiples of 9 until the MJ-12 control group subverted the president's power and the people's power and signed a truce and peace treaty with Adolf Hitler's time-traveling ass. So that comes from a president's granddaughter named Laura Eisenhower, great-granddaughter, Laura Eisenhower.
From General Eisenhower? Yep.
You're from President Eisenhower, yeah.
Yeah.
Who was previously a general. Yeah, these are whether they're true or not, folks, I don't know, but the provenance of the stories are not in question.
Yeah, I see. Like I said, I Rick Snae's. Who in the hell is that Rick Snee probation officer? Who is that?
I don't know. Darth Vader?
Oh, no. But I have been watching stuff real close here lately, and I am just not down with what they're fucking doing. I don't like it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get you all sidetracked on my favorite subject.
No. I mean, it's all about government. It's all about government anyway. It's all part of politics.
It's all about cover up. There is
cover up and murder, and I mean,
yep.
And it's just
sure is.
And there was something that's happening right now, and I totally spaced it. But yeah, I did find that Elon Musk is creating a brain chip, and the facility is in Hawaii where they're doing all this.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
And like I said, they've already got the hand chip. They're experimenting with it in Sweden. So basically what it's boiled down to is that the billionaires and all these people don't want us lowlifes, as they would call us, not to have anything. They want everything. It's all about greed. They want to send us box of food in the mail that will last us 30 days, okay? So we didn't have to worry about fucking rationing food and all that shit, okay? What else did I find out? Oh, if you need money, it's going to be on this little chip. They're going to allot you so much money a month to pay whatever rent you got, utilities you got. That kind of shit is what they're wanting to do. They want complete control of the money. Is exactly what
it's
it
called.
is.
I forgot what they call it. Anyways, yeah. Well, there's a program because they know that basically everything will be pure automation in the amount of years you said, and if we don't have a program like basically just free money for people who choose to do other jobs 10 or 20 hours a week, everyone's going to go ape shit crazy unless they kill us all up with some kind of pandemic or something, you know?
That was another point that I wanted to bring up, is that a lot of my friends said that we need to have a civil war again. Are you guys that fucking dumb? And I'll tell you why. No, it don't matter if we got more people than the army or more handguns or rifles. It doesn't matter. The first thing they're going to do that we don't have is drones with chemical warfare, and it will last a day or two, and that is it. American people.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of things we can do. Yeah,
there is. We don't have a chance.
We don't want that.
No.
We don't want that. I mean, you have to think back to the last Civil War. I mean, it was regionally divided in terms of, wow, the wind is blowing real hard at my place for real. It regionally divided, and so that wouldn't be what a civil war would look like today, because the divide really comes from our own neighborhoods today, not from regions of the country like it did before.
Racism and all that stuff. Yes,
I mean, it's really so intermingled that a civil war would literally be house against house. It'd be a lot of street fighting. It would be very ugly, and who knows where all that would fall. We just don't need that. I'm in favor of taking what's good and, like a good car platform, say a Toyota Camry, and building upon that over years. You know, I think that's all you can do.
Who really thinks that he's building that ballroom so that he can get more people into his balls and gatherings? Because I got
secret
else.
bunker.
It's a bunker
secret
underneath.
Bunker.
Yeah,
he's building
a fucking bunker. It's a bunker
ding,
that's
ding,
being
ding.
built. It ain't got no damn ballroom. It's a bunker that's being built. And why is he?
And by the way, I made a prediction. Now, if you watched Cryptex's video, highlighting the prediction that I made about the drone, what people called the drone invasion of New Jersey last year.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I days ahead of that was predicting that based on information that I gleaned online. And I do predict that President Trump at some point will disclose that we have been in communication with non-human intelligence in the advance. I'm not saying these things come from far off anymore, as in aliens, because I do believe it's more of an interdimensional future human hypothesis at this point.
Right.
But I think Trump will be the disclosure president. I do see that happening. His ego's not going to let Rubio or Vance announce it.
Well, yeah, you got that right. You've got that right. Yeah.
And he's been briefed. And look it up. You guys can Google this shit. It's not a lie. He has been briefed on the aliens.
There was something else that I wanted to bring to people's attentions to. It'll come to me here in a minute. There is a lot of things that I have been following here lately and trying to keep up with the Delphi case at the same time. Remember how Trump said he thought he said he was going to attempt possibly to run for another term in 2028, even though the Constitution says he can't? How many people
it's a little gray. I'll give the president that.
There ain't no gray. There ain't no gray area, dude. There's two ways that he can stay in office. Two ways.
Okay.
If he declares martial law in the United States, he does not have to leave office. If we invade or start a war with another country, he does not have to leave office. And has he not been talking about attacking Iran? Has he not?
I mean, that shouldn't even last that long if we're doing our job, but that's just be a couple days. But to give them a crippling defeat, in my opinion, with the technology.
Are the two ways he can stay in office. I wouldn't be surprised if he attempts to do some shit like that to stay in office.
I wouldn't be surprised if presidents already haven't done shit like that to stay in office.
Well, yeah, true.
But they didn't stay in office. But who's to say that wasn't the ultimate plan? I mean, think about the Gulf War. Think about a lot of this shit.
But then you got to think of this. My opinion is that Trump wants it to be like England, monarchy, before they started parliament and all that shit. Okay, in monarchy, there's no election. You are put in that spot by family, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's great if you're part of that family.
Right. And
I'm never part of any good family like that.
And
you
you will never leave that post unless you die or step down from that post.
Right.
They're in that post forever. Unless
you're disgraced. You can be disgraced.
Yeah. Well, which would cause you to step down.
like the one guy in the Epstein files, what the monarch that's actually gave back his royal whatever name or whatever.
Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew, right? Sure, he's no longer Prince Andrew. He's just
he had his house Windsor. He's a Windsor.
yeah, right. So I mean, it can happen. I mean, they don't even at some point they realize the heat is too high over there, but look, I don't know what it means for America. Do I want to see the president subvert the Constitution and run for 3 full terms? I think it's pretty clear he can't do that, but is he going to try? I wouldn't put it past him. Are we going to be strong enough to avoid a civil war in that situation? I hope we are.
Well, then he's floated around that he would let J.D. Vance and he would be J.D.'s vice president. I mean, what's the point, dude? Because you're going to step all over him anyway.
I mean, Medvedev and Putin did that role switch like 3 times.
Yes.
Putin said, "Just get the fuck out of here. I'm the boss of this country forever."
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But
so
I've got out a lot of what I wanted to say tonight, and I hope everybody in my chat is paying attention to exactly what's going on in our government. I just pray to God that you guys are, because I don't want to see something happen to anybody that should have been expecting shit like this to happen. Even though it's not more likely not going to happen like in me in your lifetime or some of the people in our lifetime. But between this years 2030 and 2040, everybody needs to have their radars pinned up and paying attention to what's going on. And save all your money. Don't go out to fucking eat, because they're getting ready to shut the government down again January 30th. So, because we already know what's going to happen. He vetoed those 2 bills, one for Colorado and that spot down in Florida, out of retaliation because he didn't get his way with the representatives out of that state. And now they're going to override his vetoes for those bills for Colorado and Florida now. Because he don't give a shit about nobody. He don't give a shit about fucking Congress, the Senate. He's going to do the shit he wants to do without their consent anyway. He completely violates the Constitution when it comes to shit like that. He believes there shouldn't even be a Congress.
Maybe putting in 3 or 4 Supreme Court justices was a plan back in his first administration. But let's talk about why he was even given the opportunity to do that. Because a selfish liberal stayed on, and I'm a liberal, stayed on, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg knew she had a terminal disease. And when Obama had control of both Congress and the Senate and also the presidency and could have put in whoever, she decided to stay on at 80-some years old instead of stepping down and doing the goddamn right thing. And that's why we got stuck with so many conservative Supreme Court justices, in my opinion.
Hold on, I got to respond to this. I saw your message, Melissa. It's not that we didn't say anything about Biden. Biden is history. We are talking about what Trump is supposed to be doing for the country now.
I just called Ruth Bader Ginsburg an opportunist. What is she talking about? How that's a pretty conservative line.
What we need to worry about is what's happening now, not 4 years ago, 8 years ago. We don't need to worry about that anymore. It's done and over with.
I'm just saying, there's always, when people that are in power, no matter what side they're on, they can cause also then a tip of the scales on the other side by not doing the right thing by by the country, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
And to me, Ruth Ginsburg did that by being selfish and staying on the Supreme Court, even though she knew she had a terminal disease, when they could have easily replaced her with someone just as liberal. But beyond that, I'll step off of that right now. But I want to say just quickly, thank you to Cindy Lean. Nice to see her. Shane, good to see you. A Deb's Thrift, like you mean it, girl. Go ahead and join that site if you guys haven't already. She really highlights a lot of great fun ideas.
She does.
She is to save
She's
dollars.
She's one of my
Frank, I want to
friends.
say thank you so much for having me on. Thank you.
No problem, buddy. But yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all coming out. I mean, I'm sure that I'm going to have another live like this if I continue to watch all the nonsense that's going on in this country. And it just got to the point where I couldn't sit back and say anything anymore, especially being a veteran myself. This is not how this country is supposed to be. This is not how this country was when I went into the military. It was not like this at all. It's all about control and money. And I hope you guys pay attention to what's going on. If you're watching any of the major news channels, make sure you watch all of them so you can compare it to what everybody else is saying with what you're hearing and seeing, so you can make it a determination. Don't believe anything that I say that I've seen and what I've researched and investigated. I want you guys to go out there and do it yourself, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You know, you guys have got grandkids that are going to be really screwed if this takes place quicker than later. Grandkids are going to have a major problem. They're not going to be able to find jobs. Hell, a college degree doesn't even get you a job anymore. What does that tell you? They don't care about the American people.
No about it.
But
yeah, general degrees no good. Go to a trade school. Learn electrician. Learn plumbing. Learn to do something. I agree with Frank on that.
With your hands, with your something physical,
and your mind.
Because all your computer jobs and shit like that is all going to be ran by robots. Amazon's already doing it. Hospitals are already using robots to do surgeries, guys. The doctors.
No need for that communications degree anymore.
Right.
Holy shit.
If I'd have known what was happening years ago, I would have brought this. But now that this shit's been all thrown in my lap, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I've been ignoring this shit for how many years? But like I said, the reasoning I brought all this up is because of the murder. It tied into the murder from the young lady because it was our government. So, but I want to thank everybody for coming out. We've been in here for almost an hour and a half. I want to thank Deb for keeping the chat cool. I know I saw Rescue in here earlier. Grizz is in here. Thanks, Grizz. I want to thank Leslie Kingston for the $9.99 super sticker, and I got Diddums a $19.99 super chat. Thank you, ladies. Greatly appreciated. But Farmer, man, it's been good to see you.
Thanks, Frank, man. Thanks.
It's been a while.
Great.
Man, you're
really
gonna
fun, man.
You're gonna have to jump in chats and all the different, so we know you're around, bro. But
sure will try.
It's about time for me to go. You know what time it is, guys. Peace out. One love. Love you guys. Good night.